Hey, hey TSM, how you doing, boo?
Hey, I'm doing good. Day was a little bit iffy, but I think only the strong can get past the iffy day and turn it around. And so that's what I did. But I'm doing good. How about yourself?
It's been going good. I see that background you got over there. What you got going on? Explain to the people the
Yo.
background.
So yeah, I switched up my area, right? Because I was streaming from my living room area, but I have some new items that came into the living room. And so I'm just trying to separate that from where I'm gonna be streaming at. Now it's that's gonna make it difficult because I'm gonna have to adjust somehow getting all the products shown. You see like such as the products over there, right? Then I got my speaker and studio equipment right there. And so I'm just trying to I'm working on getting me a microphone to where I can actually hit the mute button, and so that I can have the camera far away as I need it to show off all the merchandise and products. And speaking of sponsorships and merchandise and products, we want to say shout out to Apex. Y'all definitely go tap in with Apex.com. You can Google them right now, and they have so many different products that you wouldn't even know about because they slightly tooted inside my ear. And sometimes these things are so light, I forget that they're in my ear. And that's the best thing you want is to have a light compatible device on you that you can use in any situation. And so that's what I do.
Shout out to Real Mamas who's in the building. Hey, Sissy.
Yo, what's
Hey,
happening, real mama?
Ashley.
I'm not
Hey,
getting no chat.
Helen. Hey, Boo.
Let me exit out and come back because I'm not getting no chats for some reason.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, for
All
coming
right.
through.
We appreciate y'all.
Thank
We
you
really,
all for
really
coming
appreciate y'all.
through.
Absolutely. We know it's late, y'all, but the job got to get done. And of course, with Fanny here, the job is going to get done either way. And so we on here, we try not to skip a day, try to keep everything elevated. Because since she that came on top of the panel, my watch hour has been going crazy, and I'm just about monetizing. So we gonna keep up the momentum on that one. I will have my camera on, ladies, gentlemen. I'm just preparing myself right now. Fanny, you want to tap in? What we got going on tonight? Let the folk know what we got going on tonight.
What we got going on tonight, everybody? Welcome to Motivational Monday, where we're going to motivate you tonight with some good things that's been happening with the man himself, Mr. TSN Rapper, that it's been on it's not on a hush no more. So, with that being said, let me tell y'all, let me spill the tea about what's going on with Mr. TSM over here. Mr. Antsy Pants wanted to tell y'all yesterday, but I was like, no, we gotta wait for motivational Mondays. So, what real mama say? Motivate me to get up tomorrow morning. I know that's right, sis. Me too. Me too. But I think you guys are gonna love this. Let me see if I can switch this. You see this right here? See how these right here? These are not just your regular shades right here. Y'all see that right there? If y'all can see that, let me know in the chat if y'all can see what's going on with the shades.
Oh, we can see
If
what's
y'all can
going
see
on
it, you can see what's going on.
for sure. For sure.
Real mamas, Ashley, Helen, can y'all see what's going on with the shades? My favorite ones are right here. Hold on. Right here in the middle. Y'all see that? Y'all see what's going on with the shades? Helen say yes. She see what's going on. That's what's going on. See that? Right there. Your regular shade Mart or the Kroger or the Dollar Tree. No, no, these ain't them. So I'm gonna let TSM and let them know what's going on with the shades.
Yo, you got my audio?
And how did you
Let me
come
know
up
if you
with
can
this
hear me.
concept?
Can you hear me? All right, so cool.
I hear you perfect.
So
Yes, I hear you.
it's still an idea, still in the idea phasing, but we have to remember that Yo Polish just started out as just the idea and just me running my big mouth, and now here we are with three branded polish that's being distributed China and the U.S. And so everything starts off with a great idea, and man, I was like, yo, I want to invent a technology, or I want to at least come forward with an idea for inventing a technology, run it by some sharks and see what can we do with it. And these are, going to we're going to prophesize it and speak it into existence. Going to be partnered by Google, YouTube as well. And so I don't have a name yet, but these glasses are supposed to do several different things, such as Bluetooth speaker comes in with the built-in application that's for smaller artists such as myself, a DIY studio, so that you'll be able to record a built-in microphone. Of course, you got the internet applications, and the best feature for me is the lenses, inside and out lenses. You can promote your video. You can have your video playing on the front of the lenses, so you don't have to be watching nothing. You can go out, have the video playing on the glasses or the lenses, and get the questions. Ask people to ask questions. Yo, who is that? What is this? What you got going on? And so, like I said, it started out as a small idea. As of 3 o'clock a.m., I did send a pitch off to an LLC. So I'm waiting to see if they would even remotely get back with me about that. But just the concept alone will cause an investor to come and see what I have going on. And so, just strong features, and of course, we got devices like the tablets and the phones that have the regular applications. This right here is supposed to be beyond that. Like, it's gonna come with things that you don't have to download, like such as the studio. Our main focus is gonna be motion and sound. And when I say motion and sound, I'm speaking these things are going to be used to create music videos. You don't have to hold a camera up. You don't have to hire too many cameramans or personnel. You pretty much have somebody in your family or a friend and put the glasses on. If I'm standing here green screen, the person with the glasses on is going to know what the video look like before the green screen is even edited into it. And so it's just so many different features like that. But this still the beginning phase of planning this, and I like to know y'all inputs and y'all takes on it. Any ideas that y'all feel like should be amplified into it. Like me, when I was thinking of the idea, I'm thinking, okay, every device that you purchase is going to have the internet, Google, YouTube, and I'm like, okay, I want some of these devices to go beyond that. Like the studio thing. And I want this application where it's strictly focused on video, and so that's where we at right now with that.
Well, congratulations to you. And that's why this is called Motivational Monday, because just like you said, it came with an idea. And when he sent these over to me last night, and I was reading up on it, on what everything that they do, and it's just a new step because they, and then to collab with reach out to Google. That's big. That's big. I mean, just imagine you having glasses to do everything you do on a computer, but they on your face. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, to have that type of idea and mindset, that's motivation for you. How many people sit at home and they own home and go like, I'm gonna create something that not only I will purchase and buy, but for the world to use and have your name on it.
And
And
I'm
you know,
thinking just like, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I'm thinking just like the smaller things that people really didn't focus on, right? Like the streaming thing. Um, had the glasses on, sit in front of a mirror and stream yourself. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That has to be one of the most coolest things. Um, And so it's an idea that's bigger than what I feel like that I can accomplish. But like I say, everything started out with a small idea. We was just talking about Yo Polish what 2 months ago, and now here we are. And so yeah, but it's just so many things. I'm gonna definitely talk more about it. But I would like to know your thoughts, your ideas. If this was ran by you or thought of by you, what features would you like to see inside of these glasses outside of what you see when you go on your cell phone, how you can go to the calendar, calculator? I'm talking about these glasses. You push the button and say, yo, two times two. You get the answer right there in the top of your head. And so I'm thinking way deeper than just the average products that they have out nowadays.
Well, for me, I would only thing that I would say I would add to it is some lightweight um, earbuds with it, or have them kind of like built into the side of the frame. Um, then that way, when people are wearing them, they have pristine sound. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people wind up losing their earbuds. You know me, I don't lost mine and everything else. But that would be about the only thing. And then, like as far as the style goes, I like the style in itself. And you know me, I'm gonna come up with some names for each pair. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come up um with some cool names for each pair. But you basically done everything anybody else would be interested and want to have, minus the earbuds for people to hear. Like if you want to go, of course you would have to go wireless or whatever, but um have them to where people can when they have it on their nice little shades and they walking down the street and they have that Bluetooth connection. Yeah, I think it's gonna be dope. And I think before, because we speaking into existence, have people model them for you. Get a group of people that can model them for you. You know what I'm saying? And just really push it, and you know, I got your back. So I think it's
Absolutely.
gonna be something great. I think it's gonna be something great. I really do. I think it's gonna be something great. And I like how you have the boxes, the packaging. I love the packaging as well. It's the packaging, and how I see how you got each pair of shades and how the packaging matches the shades. I like that as well. You did a great job. When you guys don't you guys think he did a great job putting this together?
I appreciate that. Last feature that I thought about, we all go to sleep at night, right? Um, and we all like watch
Mhm.
certain things. There's relaxing sounds and etc. A feature I thought about adding in there is see it as you view it, where basically the lenses of the glasses could replicate um weather. So if you outside, if you feel like you want to watch it rain, your lenses, have this background of raindrops coming down. If it's probably cold outside, cloudy outside, and you want to see the sun when you go to this application where you can download the sun screensaver. And so you can have these glasses on your face and basically walk in the day as you choose to, whether it's a snowy day, whether it's a sunny day, whether it's a cloudy day or a rainy day, choosing your effects of environments. And so stuff like this, once I get the okay or the yes, I'm definitely gonna move forward with different features and featurings. And so
Once again, let me show you what's going on. Hold on. Can you guys see that?
fire.
So these are your options as of now. So it's not like if you get one pair, you have options. There's a total of 6 pair. I only have 5. I don't know why the 6 pair didn't download, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. But you have options with these shades, and for all you shade lovers, um yeah, I think I seen the Fortnite promotion. Can y'all talk about that? Lakeisha want to talk about the promo for Fortnite.
Oh well, basically, the promotion you seen was basically the release date of the new artist, the new music, the new skins. Basically, I don't know too much about Fortnite, but what I do know is that every month or every other month they add like new characters to the game. They update the songs, they add new songs, etc. And the promotion you seen, Keisha, was the release date of the new Superman skin alone with the song. And so I'm thinking they only really, let me cut my camera on when I say this. I'm thinking, and either way, I'm cool with it. I'm thinking they only really wanted the song because the next month or whenever whatever month is supposed to be, that's when they releasing their new skin. And when I say skin, when we play video games back in the day, we get to choose the costume that our character wear. And so the word skin is replaced to replace costume. So they add new skins every other month, which is like characters. They probably have like Batman, even some rappers, Travis Scott, whoever, and I know they're supposed to be doing an updated Superman skin. And I think I just kind of pitched and reached out to them at the right time. And so yeah, they basically we got that's right, Superman. It's gonna be in Fortnite online. With a 10% equity every 5 minutes the song gets played. And so you got like a million kids playing Fortnite. And so I'm not really even looking at the equity side. I think it's just another venture for me and another opportunity for me to reach into more spaces that I wasn't able to be able to reach on my own.
His song is going to be on Fortnite XD Lion.
Yeah, that's right, Superman. I got them glasses on. I'm not, I'm Superman. It's funny because
So T-
I had to hear from other people about the promotion. And I didn't even really people contacting me, showing me. I had to hear about other people. Um, as soon as I saw it, I screenshot it and showed my manager. But yeah, and so that's kind of cool. Like I said, I'm not a Fortnite fan. Like I really prefer my music to be in like a WWE or NBA or something. But hey, if the kids all playing Fortnite, why not?
and speaking of promotion, we want to send a shout out to for tonight's sponsors, Apex, where you can go get your i.e. earbuds, your headphones. Show them what's going on. TSM. Show what you got going on from Apex.
Yo, we rocking out real
There
life.
you go.
Y'all let
That
me know they was
wireless
there. They don't
activity.
even call them Apex no more. They need to call them Houdini because they disappear once you put them on.
Okay, Houdini. And let's not forget to get your nail polish. We got it in matte black, jet black, and molasses black, which we call blackety black. So shout out to those two right there. Anything else you got going on, TSM, you want people to know about?
I mean, well, that's the thing. Do I want people to know about it or do I want people to see it? And so a lot of stuff I close my mouth about and wait till it come forward. And I just only really spoke about the Fortnite thing because everybody already pretty much saw it. Um, there's some behind the scene things that what we waiting on Toxic Tuesdays for, right? So
Ooh.
in case y'all don't know,
Ooh.
I am
Mm-mm.
being watched.
No, no,
I'm not saying too
no,
much. I'm
no,
not
you
getting.
can't. No, you can't tell them. No, no, no. They
Okay.
got to tune in for Toxic Tuesday. No.
Yeah, but okay, but I'll just say this: people, it's crazy how people watch you and don't even acknowledge you. And you know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even know the people that's watching you. That's all I'm gonna say in that one though. But yeah,
will not be disappointed Tuesday. I'm excited
This
for
my
Toxic
thing,
Tuesday.
right? I'm
And
not
I already know
excited
what's
about
going
it, right?
on.
Because
So
well, I can't wait to do it. No, 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 no.
you should
Don't get me
be.
wrong. I'm definitely like the fact that that even came about. Like I'm grateful for that, right? But it's like for me, it's like I got you know what it is. It's like yo, I told you last night. It's like yo, when you grow up watching certain things and doing certain things, it's like you don't want to be the bad guy.
But hey, sometimes people need to be called out on their BS though.
I wish people acknowledge me for the good stuff, right? I wish they'd be like, yo, I'm watching. I'm letting you know I'm watching. Why do I gotta be like a certain thing? You know what I'm saying? That teaches you though, Fanny, that
Because
people pay attention to drama and negativity more than they would do the positive. That teaches you. If that would teach you anything, that will.
but see the thing of it is it wouldn't have been no drama if people take accountability for their BS.
And I'm gonna keep talking. That's the crazy part. I'm gonna keep talking. That's the crazy part.
And
And
so
yo,
we can't tell you guys what. Only thing I could say is tune in to Toxic Tuesday. You will not be disappointed. So leave your post notifications on. You are not going to be disappointed.
nah, cause
You will not be disappointed. I
even
promise you, you won't.
even the guy that commented and shared it out, I'm like, okay, yeah, like this is, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I was like, yeah, I might have bit off something and I didn't even know the flavor before I bit into it. Even, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I ain't even, I didn't expect for one it to be acknowledged, but then I didn't even expect for like bigger names to even agree with me on that. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But I you never know who's watching. Just because they don't drop down. Let me tell you, the best view in a live is the skybox. Because you see everything. You see everything. That's the best view.
That
You
was
see
two.
everything.
That was
Like,
2 for 1. That was 2 for 1.
well, I mean,
The co- the
we had to
com
talk about
the
it.
comment and the response. That was 2 for 1. So
Well, that's why we gonna talk about it.
yeah, so
That's why we gonna talk
they
about it.
really watching and they acting like they ain't even watching. That's crazy. I just want my flowers. Get my flowers. You know what I'm saying? I think they
Well,
mad
see
at.
that
I think they
that's why you gotta go ahead. Oh shoot.
because I'm not coming print. I'm not coming under their same blueprint, and they mad at that.
Yeah, they mad at that, but they also mad at the fact that you said things that people were thinking.
Like
You
what?
said things that people were already thinking. So,
Yeah, you know, you got
'cause
some fools in the comments that's always going, you know what I'm saying? That's always gonna go against the grain.
well, that's why you got to start off, like you got to start off with the motivational Monday to motivate people, to encourage people, to let them know what you got going on, to let people know that people want to use the word clout all the time. Are you using my name for clout? You using this for clout? How when you have your own? You like when you have your own,
You know
like,
what?
and
And
it's just like,
that's crazy because that wasn't even targeted really towards him. You know what I'm saying? It was more just my take on something.
yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, you can't get mad at people because that's what people been thinking for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be getting mad because that's what people. Good night, sissy. I know you got to get
Good
up
night,
early in the
y'all.
morning and go to work.
Thank you for
I
coming.
love you, girl. Thank you for coming. Um, yeah, don't. People like to use that word, and it's just like, come on. Like, that's the best. We still using clout. We still using that to try to downplay people. Like, if you got your own, I don't need you for anything. You just speaking on what everybody else was thinking. And the crazy part, well, I'll leave that part of the commentary for tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
that's why they need to tap in. They got to tap in for tomorrow because I don't think I'm gonna hold back, right? And I think if that little bit got that response or that reaction, I think what I'm gonna say next, it may, what I'm saying, it may break the barrier of what's going on now. I know y'all in the comments and saying we're talking in code, but we just it had to kind of be discussed. We ain't even really discussed it yet. We really waiting, but I can tell y'all this. We can tell y'all this that people is watching us as a community, and even you, people may be watching you that you don't even know. They just ain't gonna say nothing unless you say something they don't like.
that's what I told you. People gonna stay watching, and people gonna talk. Even people who hate you, because they want to know what's coming up next, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You people fail to realize there's a lot of people who will watch you praying on your downfall. But if you know God, God is in the business of elevation. God is not in the business of making people fall. You know, we are all free moral agents. We have the ability you know, to either grow or fall. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So your haters gonna always watch what you doing. They gonna always, because they feel like you need them to succeed when actually you don't. They just commentary. You know what I'm saying? Like they they spend their time and their energy. They swear they don't like you. They swear that you're corny or whatever, but they still watch. They still have on their notifications. They still tracking everything that you do and everything that you say. So it's kind of like, if you just like me so much and you hate what I do, then you know.
absolutely, I agree. But it's very weird for me even knowing that notion because me myself personally, I cannot, I wouldn't waste time on somebody that I didn't agree with or that I didn't like. I couldn't waste my time giving them X amount of my time, even if it's a comment, even if it's a stop by to see what they may be saying. I couldn't find myself wasting that kind of time.
That's just like going to somebody's house that you don't like, in my opinion. I don't hang out with people I don't like. I don't talk to people that I don't like. I just I don't like you. I'm gonna let it be known that I don't like you. So it's not even worth my energy. You know, you can say whatever you want to about me, but guess what? You ain't gonna get no response out of me because I don't like you. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
is
So
right, which leads me to my next point. I had recently learned, like, yo, it's some stuff that you might like and some stuff that you might love that's not even healthy for you that you're gonna have to let go or you're gonna have to get away from. And you find yourself in a much more comfortable position, if not even comfortable, a much more succeeding position than previously. Some things we be attached to, some things that we feel like we can't get away from, um, we never even know until we step back for a while. And I just want to make that aware for somebody in background who may be watching, or even somebody who may tap in on a replay game. If you feel like you're struggling to make a decision with somebody, or you feel like you're struggling to coexist with someone, and you know that you love that person, um, just try to take a step back and just see what the outcome may be.
I just feel like sometimes that, you can love somebody, but you can love them from over there. You know what I'm saying? You can love them from way over there. They don't have to be here. You can love them from way over there. And my whole thing is, sometimes people take your kindness for weakness and take your love for deception. And it just, sometimes you could just love people to the point to where you're crippled. You disabled mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And is it worth it? Is it worth it at the end of the day that you could say I love you, but and with them, they love you, but it come with stipulations and conditions. You know what I'm saying? They could say I love you, but you gonna have to do this, and this and this. But it's like, is that really love though? Is that really love though? And why does love always have to be a competition? So is that really love? Why are we competing? Because everybody can learn something from somebody. You know what I'm saying? I've learned some things from you, and I'm pretty sure you learned some things from me. So why are we competing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned some things from Helen. Why would I compete with her? I learned some things from real mamas. Why would I compete with her? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, those are my sisters. Like, for real, for real. They my sisters. Like, why am I competing with them? And it's just like, people don't understand. I'm never telling somebody, and I think too many people nowadays use the word love too loosely. It's like there's no respect for that word anymore. There's no honor in that word anymore. People use it too loosely, in my opinion. They people will tell you that they love you, but talk about you like a dog behind your back, or deceive you or betray you, and then tell you, "Oh, I love you." No, you don't. How is that possible when you're being disrespectful, disloyal, dishonorable? How can you love me when you betray me? That's not love, baby. You hate me. That's hate. That's hatred. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, I think way too many people get caught up in the wrong things, and you know, it's just disheartening because it's like you will lose friendships that you've had for many, many years, and you'll come to find that that person didn't love you at all. They didn't love you at all. It was a matter of they drained you, they got what they needed from you, and they turned around and used that against you, the very person that they said that they loved. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people gotta really, really be careful with that. That's right, Lisa. Seasonal people. Seasonal people. And it's like you got to be careful who you tell that you love. You got to be careful, because people be like, "Oh, you love me, really? Hmm. Let me see what I can benefit from that." People will use that word just to see what they can benefit, how they benefit from. You know what I'm saying? That's right, real mamas, users and abusers. They will look at that word and be like, "Oh, he loved me. Oh, she loved me. Let me see what I can gain from that." Because people won't view the word love or see the word love the way you view it or see it. You know what I'm saying? How many times have a person said to you, "I love you," but hurt you so bad? Love don't hurt. It don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? What I look like telling my sisters that I love them, but I hurt them real, real bad. You know what I'm saying? And I just do it repeatedly over. "Hey, Tasty, how you doing, boo?" And
So thank
how do you do that? How do you say you love someone but hurt them really, really bad? It's just, and I'm not talking. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you love someone, you're gonna have disagreements and arguments. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about hurting them to the point to where they feel like they have no value, no worth. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, how do you do that? How do you say you love someone but hate things that are connected with them? How can I say I love my sisters, but I don't like their children? I don't like their parents. I don't like their grandparents. I don't like what they do for a living. I just hate it all. But I tell them I love them. How does that even work? How do I tell somebody I love them, but I'm causing chaos in their home? How can I tell somebody I love them, but I'm jealous of them or I'm envious? How does that even work? And I think too many people use that word way too loosely, way too loosely, and it's just really really sad that we live in a world that people just be like, oh, I love you, but they don't mind disrupting or disturbing your peace or your household. I just don't understand that. I learned something today when I went to the doctor, and man, I was like, really? She let me think of what it's called, and she said it's predominantly known between women. It is called relational aggression. If anybody ever heard of that before, let me know if anybody heard of relational aggression before
I ain't
in
never
the
heard of
chat.
that.
You've never
What's
heard of
up,
that?
Josh? No, no,
I've never
ma'am.
heard of that. And she said it's predominantly known with women. It goes with men, but men will display it through violence. Like men will fight and argue and be done with it. Women are predominantly known very treacherous, meaning like they'll be like, "Hey, boo, I love you, I care about you, you my sis," but talk about you behind your back, betray you, spread rumors, disrespect you, interfere in your relationship, destroy your character. They'll do anything to tear you down, and it's predominantly known with women, and that's how they fight with each other. They basically your secret enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like if real mamas had an issue with me and she really didn't like me, but I thought we was cool, but she was really had secret hatred in her heart towards me. You son, and I was just like, wow, really? And it's what she say, gone for real this time. LOL. Um, Good night, sissy. I know you have to get up and go to work. Um, but it's predominantly known to happen with women. And it when I did my research on it, it's deep. It goes really really deep. It goes really really deep. But
I
it's
believe,
with
I believe,
men.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but um, I believe that goes head to head with men. But like you said, the difference is violence. But I believe the level of respect amongst just humanity nowadays isn't what it used to be. I think respect is at its lowest that it's ever been. Um, there's examples of this in the world now. The crazy things that we are seeing on social media, we never heard about these stories. Um, let's say 10, 10, 15 years ago, you got guys, you got guys going inside grocery stores. The guy, I don't know his name, the guy that went to the grocery store and sprayed roach all over the produce, the fruits, the vegetables. That right there is disrespect to society itself. People have to, babies have to eat those. Kids have to, teenagers, adults have to. So that's not even a biased, disrespectful decision. That right there was just disrespect amongst anybody who was going to go in that grocery store, whether they was going to get produce or not. And so, versus, back in the day, we used to hear about somebody get jumped or maybe, it never was like shoot, even taking people's lives. And so I think in today's era, if you would call it that, I believe the respect amongst humans, male or female, is at its lowest ever than it's ever been.
Hey Lala, hey Joshua.
Hey,
What they were
Lala, thank you for coming in. When you get a chance,
basically is
Lala,
talking about.
my email is in my description. Shoot me an email. I want to try to interview you if that's possible. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fanny.
It's basically talking about relationships between um, the same sexes, like women, and you mean like I was saying earlier, like men tend to fight it out. They're more physical, and once they fight it out, they're done with it. It's squashed. It's done. Or they might have a verbal altercation and it's done. It's finished. Whereas women, it's more backbiting. It's more gossiping, doing everything you can to destroy a person's character. Um, and then only that, you recruit other people to do the same thing. And I just thought it was just very interesting that, like I said, I've done some research on it, and I will definitely do more research on it because I just never heard
What
that before.
what's the percentage ratio, and in what country or state, if even the world? And do you include yourself in that category? And how do you categorize someone who, quote unquote, not diagnosed, but how do you categorize someone who's in that category? And once again, what do you think the percentage of that is? If not in one state or city, what's the percentage ratio? And do you categorize yourself in that category? And how do you even judge? I want to say judge. How do you even say, okay, this lady fall in that category, or that lady fall in that category? Um, what's what?
Um, it's it's throughout the world. It's not just privy to one country. It's worldwide because you got to think about, as women, you can dislike somebody just based on their outward appearance. You can dislike somebody just because somebody else said, "Oh, don't befriend her because this, that, and the third," and it's just repeated cycle. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be you don't like somebody because where they live, how much they make, where they work, what kind of
Could
car
you
they
could you give
drive.
me a estimated ratio, 5 out of 10? How many women do you believe
Well,
being
from the
excluded?
from the research that I did today, they said 75 to 80% of women fall into that category, and 25 to 35% of men fall into that category.
Are you do you believe that you're in that category?
No, because for me, I'm generally happy when I see another woman grow and progress. I will celebrate another woman, and because I feel like, what can I learn from her? What can I learn? You know what I'm saying? Like Helen, she does head wraps. I like head wraps. What can I learn? Real mamas in poetry. I love poetry. What can I learn? Lala does the juicing, healthy lifestyle. What can I learn to have a better lifestyle? My mindset is more on what can I learn from another woman versus me disliking her solely based on the way she look, what she has, who she's connected to. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why waste your time doing that? Why?
I mean, is this implanted somehow at some point growing up, or just throughout a lifespan, or is some people just naturally born thinking that way?
From the research that I received, is environmental. It's more or less like what you have been exposed to. It's more, if you grew up in a household and you seen a whole bunch of women be catty, and that's how they interact with one another, that's what you're gonna respond to when you go in the world. That's what you relate to. You don't spend your time trying to figure out, okay, that's a good woman, that's somebody I can learn from, that's somebody
Is
that's
it is
teaching
it
me.
a case? Is it a case where this isn't the instance, or is it a case? Do you believe that there's some cases where at least they grew up around it, but ultimately made the opposite decision. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna grow up thinking like my mama and my sister and them. I'm gonna have my own looks on takes on things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's where the other 20 to 25% fall up under that umbrella, because if you grew up in a household where a bunch of catty women, you just like, you was completely turned off by that, you like, that ain't.
Hey, some people type in. They might not know what caddy means. Explain the definition.
A catty woman is a woman that's always gossiping, always causing drama, always talking. I mean, let me put it to you like this. Okay, say if me and Hella was in a room, right? And you was in the next room and you doing whatever. And we just sitting in there, we just talking about somebody real bad. And we really don't know this person, but you know this person very well. And we just talking about this person like really bad, nonstop. And you just like, what are y'all doing? It goes beyond gossiping. It's to the point to where it's just like we just ripping this person apart. We could be talking about their features. We could be talking about how they dress. It could just, and you just like, whoa, wait a minute. Y'all don't even know this person. How you have that much hatred in your heart towards somebody you don't even know? That's what that is. It's very, you're extremely bitter
What you
against
do? What do
somebody
you do?
you don't
What do you
even
do?
know.
What do you do when you end up right next to a caddy woman? Like if you up in Walmart, you right in the self checkout. I'm right there behind you. Hey girl, what that is you got? And then just the cattiness. She goes to straight to the gossiping. How do you?
For
What do you
me,
do? Do you submit? Do you
listen,
dismiss yourself?
I don't want no parts of none of that. I don't want no parts of none of that. I don't. Cause TSM, you know me very well. My mouth too slick for that. That ain't gonna. That is not gonna rock with me. Don't bring that around me. Don't disturb my peace with that. Don't do that. Cause my mouth is way too slick for that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be around that. Cause to me, you disturbing my peace with that. You need to go somewhere else with that. I don't want to hear that. Don't bring that around me. Cause my mouth is, cause me knowing me, I'ma tell you. Never mind, I can't say that on the channel, but you know what I'm gonna say.
I think I have those issues. My issue is I don't know how to deal with it, right? Because guys look at me ultimately. I mean, of course, how I look, and like a street conversation just busts out, and I'm just, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah, mm-hmm, and it's like I don't know what to say back to these dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's different street politics from when I was growing up, and that ain't even my conversation. And so you don't want to. With women, it's different. You can, dismiss yourself from that conversation. With these guys, they feel, men are more into their feelings. These street dudes is more into their feelings than a pregnant woman. I don't think you hear me. These street dudes are more into their feelings than a pregnant woman. You dismiss yourself from one of those dudes if you want to while they talking gang politics to you, even if you with your kid. That's why. Yeah. Okay. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you then. Even do the little fake handshake. I don't even be knowing what finger to do. I just be doing any finger. And let me tell you a quick story about that though. That almost got me in trouble. I'm walking to the store with my oldest, little Earth. We get in the parking lot. This is Anna. Like when we stayed in a bad neighborhood, we get in the parking lot. Just remember, I had the red beads with the red hair. Okay,
Hmm.
so there was some young guys sitting in a Pontiac right in the parking lot of the store. They watched us go inside the store, and then waited till we came out. It was like three dudes in the back, two in the front. And the dude in the front passenger side, he turned the put the car window down and said, "Yo, what up, blood? Come here, let me holler at you for a second." So I walked up to the car once again. In these types of situations, you do not walk away. You don't dismiss yourself. You can get one to the back of the head or your back. Just go see what they got going on. So I went over there. It's like, "Hey, I mess with your hair. Your hair fire, blood." And so he shook my hand, and then he curled it down like that. And so I just followed the motion of his hand, and I end up curling my finger down with him. And so the dude in the back told me, bro, if you ain't get that shake right, bro is about to put two right up in you. And in case y'all don't know what that means, bro said, bro, if you didn't, because they thought that I was a blood, because of the red hair with the red bead. We said, well, yo, blood, come here. I was supposed to say, yo, I'm not a banger, but I walked up to the car. That's what my first mistake was. And so he was like, yo, bro, I F with your hair. And he shook my hand, he locked my finger like this, and I locked it back. And the dude in the back said, yeah, bro, if you ain't had that. And he had his firearm right there. He said, yeah, bro, if you ain't get that shake right, brother's gonna put one right to the back of your head, right in front of your shorty. So if I not had to shook his hand,
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
and so yeah, it's best to stay away from those catty people, or if it's not you, if it don't fit your description, just stay away from it.
That's crazy though. I mean, that's why I said for me, I don't get into that. I just, to me it's no point in it. You know what I'm saying? It's pointless to me. Cause to me it's giving fate. Like I don't want that. I listen, I can say so much, but I'm gonna be respectful. But I'm just real selective about who I befriend, selective about who I call a friend, because not everybody is my friend. I'm not gonna fake it to make it. I'm just not. If I don't like you, I just don't. And I'm the type of person I've always been this way. And my granny used to always tell me, I feed off of energy. If your energy don't sit well with me, I don't care if I walk in the room and I only been in there with you 2 minutes. If your energy don't sit right with me, we ain't gonna never be cool. Ever. I don't care how many times people be like, oh, she cool or he cool. No. Mm-mm. It's something about that they energy that's giving off that I'm just like, no. Mm-mm.
And you know
And it
what?
makes it.
I think with that, I think God kind of like showed me, like, or at least gave me a sign, because like with me, I try to like everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I wish I could think like you and be like, yo, I don't. If I don't feel, even if I don't feel somebody vibes, you know what I try to do? I try to get them to feel my vibes. Like I try to be that person to like everybody. And I just had an awakening one day, like, yo, you can't like everybody. That's gonna be your demise. You liking somebody can be your demise. Your kindness could be your demise. And so I had to learn that. Like, yo, I can't like everybody. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't give my love to everybody. And so yeah, I'm still in a phase of trying to get that way of thinking that you just showed us there.
Well, God blessed me with the gift of discernment. And I'm just not, like I said, I'm just not the type of person that, it's not that I'm not friendly, because I'm a very friendly person, but you, there's been times you've been like, I'm like, no, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's something about that person energy that that's in me. Warning, mm-mm, nope. It they could probably be the coolest person in the world to you, but to me, I'm getting that instant
And
warning.
see,
Like,
that's
don't even
that's
go there. They can, and it's not, and I would never not gonna be cool. I'm just going.
that's the bad part. I won't say even a bad part. That's the obsolete part of being a chosen one, you know, and I am a chosen one, and so I have to deal with that. A lot of people aren't chosen, you know what I'm saying? Um,
Hmm.
I have to deal with it. There's side effects to everything you do in life. You know, you put 2 foot down, you standing up. If you move those 2 foot in front of you, you walking. For every opposite, there's an equal. And I just feel like being a chosen one, I have no choice. That's just like God. You think He want to give all of these criminals forgiveness when He say He forgive everybody for the sins that they commit? All you got to do is confess with thy mouth, right? You think viewing us from His point of view, where all the lives has been taken away, all the obscurity that's happening on earth, do you think that that's like if he was a human that that'd be a decision he'd want to make? No, he's the chosen one. He's the chosen one, and so I'm just kind of doing what I think I believe I'm here for, and that's to make change, at least make some kind of change, and everybody that come across my eyesight and my path. It don't matter if you know, drug dealer, drug user. It's my job to try to change your way of thinking in some aspect. It don't even have to be your life. It can be the drug dealer. So I can make him, you know, give me 1 hour with him. I'll make him go home. He'll be thinking about it like, yo, do I really need to be selling drugs like this? Even if he don't make the right decision, he at least gonna think about what I said and told him in that room. And so, being a chosen one, you have no choice but to try to like everybody and be equal to every single person, and at least give everybody an opportunity until they show you that they don't deserve that opportunity.
Yeah, but we all have the gift of discernment. Sometimes with that you will have it immediately, and sometimes you have to go down a journey to get there. You know what I'm saying? I've given people chances that God told me straight from the gate, no. And then my granny used to always tell us a hard head make a soft ass. And trust and believe me, my ass been soft for plenty of times with people that I look back and be like, you know what? I don't even know why was even cool with this person. I don't even know why I even talked to this person. And I think just that part of me, I was just like, I'm gonna give that person a chance. When God already told me, like, no, but I'm gonna let you be hard headed. You're gonna find out for yourself. And I you know what they say, I effed around and I found out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
And so with me, I just don't I pay attention to that. I've always had that, even as a child. If your energy is off with me, I'm staying clear of you. I don't care if 100 people in that room are like, oh, she cool or he cool, they the dopest. No. It's something about that person that God is telling me that I need to stay clear of.
yeah, and
I don't know what it is, but like, no.
I absolutely agree with you. You know, that's definitely your job. And before we get up out of here, I do want to say, I think for me, because a lot of people haven't died, you know, or at least been in that position. And when I say die, I'm not talking physically. I'm talking spiritually. When I was on my back, when the gun was going off, and holes was getting punctured through my body and my bones, tearing through my flesh. Um, you know, it don't matter how street you is, what you doing in your life. When it's your time to have that conversation with God, even if it's your first time, there are some promises made. Um, and one of my promises, the main promise, was for me to live into my second life. Um, Not even Joseph, but you know, TSM, the person that was created from that situation. Um, Part of that deal was for me to enlighten people, um, even if it's a small conversation, enlighten everybody that I come across. Um, Before the guy lost his life that ended up shooting me, I was able to reach out to the dude, right? And I had some words of encouragement for him. Because reason being is because my mom and you know like four dudes had this guy in a hotel room, and they was asking me what I wanted them to do, you know. And so I just told the dude to turn his stuff in, um, you know. And since then, I just been like every single person that comes in front of comes in front of me, whether they're deterioration to my life or not, I'm still gonna, you know, try to uh, teach them. We definitely one tonight. I can't wait to get into topics for tomorrow. On my end, because y'all know Fanny closes out, so I'm just gonna let everybody know now. I thank y'all so much for coming through, kicking it with us for an hour. I really love y'all and appreciate y'all. Once again, shout out to the sponsor, Apex. Make sure that y'all go tap in with your nail. And I wanted to say, let things frustrate you, upset you, but never allow anything to take away your joy and happiness, man. Go ahead, honey.
And remember, like I always say, everybody, remember your strength lies within. Blessings, everybody, and have a good night.